like that dance. That was nice. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I was going to start off right from the beginning with some crowd participation. It seems like we have a really great crowd for that. What are some of the most unfun ways to spend money? Anybody?
Car trouble.
Bills.
Car trouble, bills. Yes, I agree.
Lotto.
I like to spend money myself on fun things like vacations or ice cream, like just fun. Like concerts, let's go do something fun. That's what we work for, right? But when you become a homeowner, there's a lot of unfun expenses, right? Like, oh, the fridge died, and it turns out we need cold food and drinks, so let's go get a new fridge. And yes, let's throw out everything because we did not know it was dying today. That was a surprise. A new roof, new windows, just unfun. All sorts of unfun. The most unfun expense I've found as a homeowner is removing trees. I mean, at least with a new fridge, maybe it has like a new water dispenser. Maybe something lights up that didn't before. Yay! With a new roof, like maybe you can come home and go, oh, I love that new roof, like protecting all my faith. But with a tree removal, you're just like, oh, there used to be a tree there. My tree removal, one of them was actually growing onto my house. And I also had to deal with pest removal. And there's something in pest control called a ladder, and that means like you are inviting the animals onto your house by having something very, very close that they can climb up and maybe just hop. Mine didn't have to hop. It was growing onto my house. It dented my house. That's how much the tree was growing on my house. It was as if I was saying, like, any wildlife that would like to come and maybe just find the teeniest, tiniest little hole, you and your family could start your family right here in my attic. Like, all you need. A mouse, I think, needs like the size of a dime. That's what they need to get through. It's horrifying. But again, I live in a lot of nature, like all of the turkeys, groundhogs, sandhill cranes, skunks, foxes. I mean, foxes are cool. He could come live in my house. But yeah, I'm not trying to share my home. Live on the outside, awesome. Pest control always, forever, as long as I live in this house. So when I was getting these trees removed, I also had two that required a crane. So that's where you start thinking about the European vacation you could have taken instead of removing these trees. It was a super unfun experience, and I do think about that vacation I could have taken as I look at my empty spaces that don't have trees anymore. So I'm sure if anyone is not a homeowner, you can at least relate to having a crazy neighbor. Has anybody in your existence ever had a crazy neighbor? I have some really great crazy neighbors. We just moved maybe like a year ago. And, we just started off right off the bat making a mistake that pissed them off, so that was great. And I did my best to fix it with wine, like nice wine. Like I thought I over-fixed the problem, but no, we were not on good footing from then. There was a day I continually was trying to fix this. Like I got their dogs presents for Christmas. Like I really was trying. So there was a day their garbage cans were out, like for a few days. And I was like, my mind like goes a mile a minute, right? So into tragedy always. So I'm like, oh my God, it's been a few days. They're at the animal hospital, like something's happened to their dog. Like I've envisioned a whole scenario that has no basis except that their garbage cans have been out a few days. So I, like a good neighbor, have moved their trash cans up by the garage and sent a text message saying, hey, I hope everything's okay. I moved your garbage cans up by the garage, like in case they couldn't find them. And I got back a nasty gram saying, how dare you touch our property? You stay off of our land. I'm sorry, are we referring to trash receptacles? Like, I just want to clarify, you are very, very angry that I was concerned and moved your trash cans to a more convenient place for you to grab them. The most recent event is that there's a property line that our neighbor, or the previous owner, built a fence, and the fence is in the right place at one point, but has creeped 6 inches over into their property. And they never addressed it with the guy who put the fence in because they didn't want to be a jerk to him. But they've addressed it with me like 10 times. I'm like, I didn't put in the fence. If I have to hear about this the 6 inches can be very important, but this 6 inches, come on. So the other day I'm coming home, she's like, I need to speak with you. Do you have a moment? Sure, what do you need? It turns out that at 5:30 in the morning, I've been hearing something like someone's power washing your fence, the 6-inch fence, right? Oh, okay, what's happening? Well, it turns out she started a little prairie project, and she's covered 3 of my sprinkler heads that she has decided, based on some type of survey, which again had the 6 inches on it, 6 inches over, that these 3 sprinkler heads are on her property. So now, not only is the previous owner completely irresponsible, but apparently the sprinklers that have been there for 30 years plus, that company was also extremely irresponsible. I'm like, I'm starting to think maybe your survey was wrong. Maybe, because that sounds crazy to me. But we're in this conversation. She said, we have been nothing but nice to you since we moved in. I had to laugh out loud at that one. I said, you know what? I think I'm done with this conversation for right now. And she's like, no, but you have to fix it. I said, stop. And she's like, no, but you have to. I was like, Sarah, stop. And I'm literally now screaming stop as I run into my garage and try and close the door on my crazy neighbor yelling about how I need. Now, she sent me the equivalent of a novel in a text saying, I understand that you ran out of capacity for that conversation. And, you know, we need to pick this back up, though, because we need to come up with a... And I don't appreciate the tone, but I would like to resolve... It was so long. But in this very lengthy text, that's how she sent this, she said that she could help me with the pipes this weekend. That pipes she has found are very much like Legos, and they're not that complex, and she could just fix it. And I was like, bitch, you keep your hands off my fucking Legos. What? Like, what? That's true, real life for me, folks. So I will be paying for a survey this week, ideally. And God knows, maybe some sprinkler moving. I was like, did somebody like have a handshake deal? Like, yeah, you can water my lawn for free. Like, but that's fun. All right, so that was a lot more than I planned on talking about my neighbors, but they do deserve it very much. Have you ever found sometimes you're a victim of something, but then you have a shitload of work to do to fix the something that happened to you? A friend of mine was visiting. She had flown out. She parked at a friend's house close to the airport because she lives hours away. And while her car was at her friend's, a neighbor slammed into her car. And it was one of those, I think, like hit reverse and meant to hit drive or something. Yeah, and a little bit of a mess. So all of a sudden now she's on vacation and has to come up with this, like, fix this whole problem. And I said, you know, it's just not fair. Like, when you're a victim of something, and when she gets back, there's a car rental actually that she gets with the insurance and whatever, but they're not open on Labor Day, the day she gets back, so now she's got to stay in town for an extra day when all she wants is her bed. I'm like, you know, that person that hit you should really have to drive you a few hours, come pick you up and take you to the car rental place. I was like, it should not be your problem. Like, when you are the victim, So I propose that insurance start a new plan where like it's really a inclusive thing and people who are responsible have to fix their own damn shit. Like this is not, when stuff happens too, it's not fair. All right, it's fall. Kids are getting back to school. It was probably a week before Labor Day that Starbucks, I stopped in for a little treat myself, and Starbucks wrote on my cup,
Yes.
Happy Fall.
Oh.
I was like, it was before Labor Day. Like, I don't know what you think you're doing, but don't you fuck with my last days of summer. Happy Fall, your own ass. Like, I found out later it was pumpkin spice basic bitch month. Like, okay, I get it. You're in fall mode. Like, I'm not. I'm hanging on to every last little bit of summer. It's getting cold out there, and I don't appreciate that. I could use just a pinch more summer before we're full fall. My kids were really over each other by the go back to school time. My daughter, actually my older daughter, said to me, Mom, she's just like, the way she's breathing is so annoying. You know, I can't tell her to stop doing that. Like, breathing is pretty essential. So I'm going to thank every teacher out there. God bless you. And that's my time. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.